Welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
So you can shut the fuck up, you punk ass bitch!
Hey guys, welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast. My name is Carlo.
I'm Nick.
I'm Joe.
Angelo!
Thank you for joining us on this fantastic episode. We're probably gonna bullshit like we do every time, and I hope you enjoy it. So today's main topic that we're kind of talking about already, and I took. Oh god damn you! Love you. Today's main topic that we're gonna mainly talk about.
Before you get into it,
God, I fucking hate
you know what's
all of
really
you.
funny when she does that? I just realized that it kind of sounds like you live in your basement and she's your mom's like, "Do you actually have pockets?
Meatloaf!
Right.
Mom, we want the meatloaf."
Spaghetti again.
Will Ferrell's so funny.
Oh, I love it. Oh, dude, I'm totally using this.
The charge?
Yeah.
That's Joe's. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's how I roll.
I'm Nick, by the way.
Angelo,
Nice to meet you.
Oh, finally, Nick and Angelo meet. Isn't
Are on the
that?
podcast together.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I have to actually. But, anyways, we're probably gonna talk about a lot of things. One of the things, concerts and their prices versus albums, which actually was something. We'll come back to it in a minute. But anyways, so Nick, you're back. Hello.
I'm back once again.
Yes, you are. Hi.
Hey.
Awkward silence.
Awkward silence. I don't know.
Yeah.
So a lot of my stuff is acting really weird today. So.
Well, as long as it's working, it can still act weird.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. You were talking about watching Impractical Jokers,
Yes.
right? I would watch Impractical Jokers, but it reminds me too much of high school, honestly. Like, that is pretty much fucking how we were. So, I'm just like, all right, well, this is a show about my life. I don't really need to watch this. I almost drank your beer. Keep it out of my fucking grass. I don't want any of your herps. Well, maybe I'll take one of them.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing. Like, go up to somebody and just, like, lick their nose without laughing.
Yeah, it's definitely an acquired skill. I feel like you can't do that day one. Like, you got to be pretty fucking.
They've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
gotta get some practice in with that shit.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen it, Joe?
I've seen it before.
Okay.
My brother tried to get me on it.
I think it's
I feel
hilarious.
like it would be a hassle for me to watch it because I don't have cable,
Yeah.
so I'd have to look it up.
You can, dude, get Sling.
Oh no, I had Sling, man. They don't have anything on Sling. This is how much Sling has. Like, I even had a show that I was watching there. There was like a video game website. It was just all video games, and then they took it out, and I was like, well, now you done fucked up, Sling, because now you've lost me altogether.
Well,
So basically, what you're saying is this show is not sponsored by Sling.
No, it's not. But if you would like to, I will promote you very well, Sling.
speaking of, I actually just saw a commercial today for PlayStation TV.
I've heard of it.
My mom had it before. You talking about PlayStation View?
Yeah, View.
Yeah.
But they just expanded it, I guess, because they're advertising the shit out of it. Like, every cable channel you can think of is on PlayStation View now. So
Well, the problem is
you have to have a PlayStation on this.
well, I mean, yeah, which is cool because you get to have a PlayStation and
Right.
you get to watch TV. But even with Sling now, when I first signed up for it years ago, it was like whatever you can possibly get for $20. Now I just signed up for it again. I sign up for it every year during preseason because NFL Network airs all the preseason games. I get to watch preseason football, ignore my family, and I get to scout my players that I'm going to get for fantasy, which I got a motherfucker this year.
Oh,
You
shit.
guys are all fucked. I got my sleeper.
When you
Nope.
No,
Nope.
I'm not
Not my sleeper.
gonna give you a sleeper. I don't care. But like when you watch the preseason, do you watch by stats or just like eye test? Like you just go, that guy's gonna cream it this year.
Well, so all right, so like I'm looking at, all right, what is this guy doing against who, right? If this is this second string guy because like let's say Ezekiel Elliott is out, right? So you got the number 2 guy, right? And he's coming in playing against the number 1s of the team, and he's just running amok, right? Week 1, okay. If you run amok, I get it. Everybody's just getting in some mode. But if you're running amok in 2 and 3, okay. Look, I know you're not starting, but I guarantee one of my fucking running backs is going to get injured sometime during the season.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be fishing. And there's my fucking bait right there. Woohoo! Reel that bitch in. Dude. Yeah. And that is how you play fantasy football. You don't just fucking, auto draft and then go with all your suggested players to win your fucking league.
Are you gonna
that's sissy shit right there.
Is it? Is it?
Even if
is
you
it
do
sissy
win
shit?
the fucking league, cocksucker.
Speaking of winning, can we just bring up that wonderful woman in Massachusetts that just won almost $1 billion on the lottery?
The Powerball?
What?
It was a woman in Massachusetts?
One lady won $758 million.
I heard she already made a mistake with that money or something.
No,
I didn't
she already
read
came
into it.
forward. They were just saying a lot of times when people win over like $100 million, they'd want to be anonymous forever. But she's like, hey, look at me. And she's like parading around the streets of Massachusetts now. They're making her, like, what pisses me off is they're making her into a celebrity. And I'm like, she won the fucking lottery. She's not a celebrity.
She is lucky.
Well, lucky as shit, but she should not be turned into a celebrity because, one, what happens if she blows it and she just destroys her life? It's going to be all over TMZ now, watching her destroy her life.
Hence why she would be an even bigger celebrity. TMZ
Right.
loves that shit.
Yeah. But, two, I was reading on the lottery website, and they were showing, like, the horror stories of lottery winners. I swear, like, almost 50% of people that win the lottery are murdered.
No
The other
way, really?
Yeah. Dude, so many people. There were so many stories on the lottery's website that says, like, they won $45 million, divorced their wife, got a new girlfriend, and then that girlfriend's brother and his wife chopped him up into pieces and hid him under a slab of concrete, and they found him 8 years later. It's like, I don't know if I want to win now.
Well, no, like literally, here would be a good thing to do, right? Because my man Biggie said it best. More money, more problems. Here's what you do. You go, you know what? I want $500,000 a year
The annuity.
for the rest of my life. For, whatever. Let's just say it's, I'm probably going to live to like 61, right? So let's even be generous and say 75.
61? Right? You don't think you're going to live farther than 61?
I'm on a podcast called The Designated Drinkers. I'm going to die of liver poisoning. Or fucking alcohol poisoning. Liver failure. Whatever. Anyway. I don't know. But let's just say, right? 61 to 75. $500,000 a year. Take all the rest of that fucking money and whoop, give it away. Right? Pick your charity. Start your own charity. Start your own foundation. Give it to a fucking dog with a fucking hard dick. I don't know. Do something with it, but get rid of it.
Yep.
Because
Absolutely.
you're right. Like
The more money you have, the more people want to get it from you.
Everybody in their motherfucking life is going to be going on Ancestry.com. How am I related to this son of a bitch? And what is his phone number?
So this is my lottery plan. So don't steal it, fuckers. Okay?
I think we talked about this. That's weird.
I have my own lottery.
We talked about
plan.
this like 2 days ago.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I would do.
Or yesterday, actually.
If I was to ever win the lottery, what I would do is I would hire lawyers, and I would I would hire a team of lawyers, and I would have them, like I would hire the firm itself, and then would have them claim it. Then that way, I stay anonymous the entire time because sometimes they have to have you, but I'm sure there's a team of lawyers can find a loophole for me not to come out and say, hey, I want a bunch of money.
No, you don't have to come out.
Are you sure there's got to be a
People
record
do
or
it
something?
because they want to be known. They're like, look at me, I'm fucking awesome.
I wouldn't. But
No.
that's what I would do. I would hire lawyers, get the money from them specifically, and then from there, I would I don't know, probably invest most of it, and then the rest I would pay my bills. I was talking to Joe.
Pay your
I was like,
bills.
yeah,
You pay your bills with your like spare change if you want.
right. This is what would happen. It'd be like I would get a group of my friends, and I would ask. I'd be like, so this sounds weird, but do y'all want to live in like the same strip of like houses?
Just build their neighborhood.
And then just build a neighborhood for myself and my friends.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it would have to be like a Walking Dead neighborhood.
Yeah, you got.
You know what I mean? Where you'd have to have like armed
compound.
sentries, a fucking 50 cal on each corner of the gate. Like,
because
motherfuckers are coming for your ass.
Nobody really cares about like multi-billionaires like Bill Gates and stuff because they earned their money. When people see that you just get money for nothing, they want it because they're like, you didn't earn that money. Like,
Earn it by cutting your throat.
But-
Neither do most of the top percent of like the top 1%.
yeah,
I've heard
because
a
once
lot
you
of
build
them
the system,
don't. Yeah.
how much are you actually working?
Right.
How
Like,
much is Mark Zuckerberg actually working?
I'm gonna have to leave the podcast for a little bit, and I'm really sorry. So you guys continue.
You gonna take it down?
No, my family's over next door, and my phone is blowing up, saying that I have to come at least say hello. So I'll be gone for a minute.
Why don't you just pause it?
No, just keep going. But
I have a
you guys are all
question.
here.
I have a question. So she won 780 million.
758. But that's if
758?
it's and that's before taxes,
Yeah.
and that's if she did the 30-year annuity, which is they pay you a little at a time over 30 years, which I would never do because you don't know if the lottery's gonna be there in 30 years. Like, our economy's so fucking weird.
I'm gonna
I don't
ask.
trust it.
I'm gonna ask a Richard Pryor. Do you guys think you could spend that much money in a month?
Yeah, it's possible.
You think so? But you think you would be able to like?
You know
come
how
up with enough?
you could spend all that money in 10 minutes. You know how?
How?
Like Guatemala.
Yeah, or something like that. I would buy.
I
you could
own
buy
Chile
half
now.
of. You could buy half of Key Tower,
Yeah.
and it would be gone. Like that's how you can get rid of all the money. But that'd be stupid anyway. I don't know why you do that. But
Then you get twice. Have you ever seen that Richard Pryor movie? I think it's called
Money-
Bunker,
Money Pit.
No, it's
Or
not Money
is
Pit.
that Eddie Murphy?
It's something millions. It starts with a B. It's Bunkers Millions or something like that. You guys know what movie I'm
I
talking
can't, yeah, I
can't
don't
think
know.
of it.
You don't know what
I
movie I'm
don't
talking about? It's where like it's Richard Pryor, and like he finds out that he's related because his grandpa had like his great grandpa had jungle fever.
He finds out that he's rich.
Yeah, he finds out he's
yeah,
rich.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I've
he's-
seen it.
It's
I
like a
can't,
Deeds. It's like a Mr. Deeds
Yeah.
type.
I haven't seen it in fucking
pretty good.
years.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, I
It's
don't
an
know.
old movie.
But,
What would you do if you won
God, I don't
that
know. Like,
money?
well, it's like one of those things. Like, do you send your kids to college? Do you need to send your kids to college?
Do you need kids?
Which, well, I already have them, so
Oh, well then,
it would
yeah.
be
Hey,
it
but
would be
that
one
kind
of
of
those
money-
things.
No.
Yeah, yeah, I can make them disappear. But
No.
it's like one of those things. Like, it's gonna come as a like, all right, well, I can send them to college under like pseudonyms. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can't have their names out there anymore. God forbid, now with Facebook and technology, they're gonna know who they are, right? So it's like, yeah, you pretty much have to buy an island off the fucking coast of the Philippines,
Or buy a
and-
home out in Wyoming or something.
yeah, and you fucking just barricade that shit up, and that's
But then you
fly
can't
in a helicopter everywhere.
That's fine.
I mean, you could probably get a fucking gang of mercs to protect you, but
They might take it. Dude.
exactly, you don't. I mean, last thing
trust
you want
anyone.
is having $750 million with a bunch of fucking mercs around you.
Yep.
So it's it's kind of a catch-22. What are you gonna do?
What would you do, Joe?
If I had that kind of money,
Can I have some?
Already, see, this is what's gonna happen.
you won't need any because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy I'm gonna buy the Caribbeans, just the whole Caribbeans, and then I'm gonna have a week-long party, and that's how I waste my money.
And it'll be gone.
It'll be one, and then all we play is just 80s music, 90s music, not 80s music. 90s
No,
music.
80s would be better because
No,
no, 90s be
90s
like some weird tropical.
No, 90s like R&B, man. You got that,
All right.
you know what I mean? You got your Genuine, you got
Salt and pepper.
You got your salt and pepper. You got your.
Who are you fucking?
You know what?
Because you're putting on that straight fucking
Hell yeah.
panty dropper
Hell
music.
yeah.
You better have some hoes.
I'm gonna call
Joe,
it Joe's.
you should never invite
I'm
all of
gonna-
your friends to that party.
I'm gonna
Just
call-
invite a bunch of loose women
I'm
and for
gonna call.
yourself.
I'm gonna call it Joe's Caribbean Loose Lips Sink These Ships Party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long name. Nobody's gonna remember that.
I don't give a shit. Hey,
All right.
I'm sorry. It's all free, motherfucker. You just gotta get the
Yeah.
Caribbean.
That's right.
Yeah.
What do you mean you gotta get to the Caribbean? You
I'm
can
not-
pay for
hey,
everybody's
nah,
flight.
fuck that. I'm
Ah.
not paying that.
Dude, you could be like,
Oh,
you could
yeah.
be like a suicide bomber.
Oh, my God,
Without
no.
having to die. Like, here's my 72 virgins, bitch.
I'm still alive.
You know what? You're right. I would have boats, and I'd have the
Boats?
Yeah.
You want to have airplanes?
No. Come on. You gotta be. Okay, listen. If you got that much money, you gotta be classy. You gotta know how to waste it. You can't
All
just
right,
go
all right,
easy.
all right, you're right.
You gotta go expensive. So I would hire the original cast from Fantasy Island. That's how you get to the island.
I think half of them are dead.
Yeah.
The boat, boss, the boat.
But I'm rich, so I can just bring them to life.
You ain't that rich.
Or I'll get like. I'll
Get your own Lazarus pit.
Why am I back to life? You gotta work, bro. Why? Here's your shoe. Get the fuck on the island. You gotta call up the planes.
You're making $18 an hour, son of a bitch. Hurry up.
Tattoo. What a good dude. I fucking love midgets.
Oh my god.
I see that.
Wearing a midget shirt.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Just for the record, Angela's wearing a shirt that says Lost Pet Midget, responds to the name Tiny Jeff. And it's just a picture of a midget's eyes and forehead.
I like that it's a black midget, especially.
I don't think it's a black midget. He looks like the
I
guy
think he's
from
a white
Elf.
midget.
Really?
In,
He looks like the guy from Elf.
Black and white, bro.
Oh yeah?
You racist.
I know. I think it's the features.
I don't think so.
I don't
Racist.
know.
Wait, you got eyes?
Maybe.
You can't even see the nose. And
Oh
that's,
no! You know what?
that's clearly white man's
You know
hair.
what? No, that's totally a Hispanic midget. Look at that hair, man.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
could be. He could be Italian, though.
No.
But his name is Tiny Jeff.
Tiny Jeff.
Tiny
Tiny
Jeff.
Jeff.
Tiny hip.
Tiny Jeff. Ah, drink this bottle of tequila. Ah, hell yeah, baby. Go here. And then
Yeah.
and then in Halloween he dresses up like Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah. That sucks, though.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, all elevator rides smell like fucking farts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
That
like
sucks.
terrible.
he's just standing there. He's like, "You just pissed, didn't you?"
No, I really do love midgets though. They're like,
Wouldn't that be funny?
They're
enough-
awesome.
You guys just made me think. Wouldn't it be shitty, but at the same time funny if like all you did the way you got paid is like you were a midget. You would just go into elevators and then walk up to like women and go, "Whoo! Somebody needs to take a shower."
He's
That'd be
like,
awesome.
"Somebody go fishing? Oh, what the fuck?"
I ever tell you about the time I dated a fucking midget?
What?
Yeah.
You need to say
Dude.
it.
Dude, it was crazy. So, she was hot.
Uh-huh.
She had like little features or whatever. But she was like, she was like proportionate type size. And she was
So just
fucking...
a little person.
Yeah, she was just a little person. She was crazy. And she was hot. And then she broke up with me. I was nuts over her.
You know what they say? You know.
That's funny.
I never dated a midget. Unfortunately. Fucking sad. Sad life I have. Would have been awesome.
Speaking of the whole smelling asses, what does like a really, really tall person do? Because if he farts in the elevator, normal people smell it.
Well, I mean, he just goes, "Hey man, those are genetics."
I mean, but if it's like Shaq, you're just like, you turn around, you're like, fuck are you gonna do?
Right. It's
Yo,
like,
you just smelled my asshole.
that's right.
And you probably smell my feet too. So.
I'm back.
Hi. Hey.
Hi, Carlo.
Is it all the Peruvians over there?
Yeah.
Are they
there's-
dancing?
No.
No music?
It's my angry Peruvian family. That's why I had to say hello.
Whoa.
Huh? No.
Oh.
My angry, like I said, my angry Peruvian family. So
Right.
definitely not. I just had to. It's like you've seen the mafia movies, of course, where you gotta pay your respects.
Yeah.
to the elders. Well, I had to go do that real quick. I had to, like the monkeys when there's an alpha. You just gotta, hand them the paw, and then look in their eyes.
Do they listen to the podcast?
No, not at all.
Do you translate this podcast into SAP?
What is SAP?
Sap.
Yeah, the Spanish button. Remember, the TVs just had the Spanish button?
Yeah.
And it never fucking worked?
It never
Like, I
worked.
used to try and hit it and this isn't going to Spanish. This is bullshit.
Then you go to Telemundo, and then it works.
Sábado Gigante!
Would someone who just moved here from like a Spanish speaking culture even know what that button's for?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Like,
Yes.
Spanish is
Why
different.
would- I mean,
Donde
if I-
es safe?
like
Donde
an
es safe?
EAP.
It's
If there was like an EAP button, I don't know.
it's funny that you say that because down in Peru,
You
can
have
act.
the SAP?
Yes, yeah, there is actually.
Oh.
So at least with my dad's TV, I would go down there, and I don't like watching TV dubbed in Spanish because I speak English. So I figured out a way to turn it from Spanish dubbed to English, which was really cool. So
Well, English is like the dominant language of the world, so I guess it makes sense.
It'd be funny if you went down there and like instead of sap, the button just said America.
America!
Not even America, just had a fucking a bald eagle.
You ever see that?
What
Like,
is-
you ever see that the Family Guy episode?
picture
Since
of
I've been watching so
Budweiser.
much Family Guy, where it was Carl Sagan's Cosmos for rednecks, and it was like they were talking about the Big Bang. And he's like, in 6.5 thousand years ago, the universe was created by and like. In the normal, it's like, by, all these, like, forces and blah, blah, blah. It's like, God.
I've never seen it. I can't say. No.
Shut your mouth.
It's you've probably seen it. It's the episode where it's like you think it looks like an official person who's talking about like that stuff, and then like when he would say like what you would think he would say, it like dubs it to just say what they want to say. You know what I mean? So
Oh, that's
God while he's talking.
Dude, that was one of my favorite episodes. It was when Peter becomes a redneck. He's like, these are my people. Love it.
Is that the one where Stewie learns to play the banjo, and he does
That's a different-
my fat baby?
That's a different episode. That's
That's
when
a
they're in the
different one.
witness protection.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's hot today.
I can't feel the
It's
tips
hot
of my
yesterday.
fingers.
So watching like the first episode versus like the 15th episode, it's like
it's
drastically
crazy.
different.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It's like bad animation.
And
Oh, I
you
love
have to think about the fact that they also have a cancellation in the middle of that.
Yeah, and they exploit it, which was fucking
Were they
hilarious.
canceled?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
canceled.
No kidding.
So-
was it just too offensive, or?
I don't know. I think maybe.
Yeah,
But,
it was something like that.
Remember that show, Greg the Bunny?
No.
So that was a Fox show, and it was just about this like little mop bunny thing, and like in the post cancellation episode, he goes over literally every show that has been canceled by
remember that.
Fox.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, and then glad we're back, or he's like glad we're being canceled, just like Greg the Bunny, and da 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 da, and it goes on for like 30 seconds, and he's just every fucking show.
That's
I was
awesome.
Oh god.
Speaking of which, I heard through the grapevine that Fox is. I'm trying to get this right. I don't want to actually say anything official because I don't know if it's actually official. But I heard through the grapevine in a rumor that Fox is offering Mike Judge a reunion season of King of the Hill.
Really?
Yeah. So
Hey, do me a favor. Can you guys switch?
When is
who? Oh yeah.
again?
All this part gets
Again!
cut out. All this shit
Again!
gets cut out. It doesn't
Fucking
matter.
Puerto Ricans on one side. All right.
The segregation is real.
All right.
Hey, it's okay. I'm white.
That's all right.
I'm the only white guy.
Oh god.
I'm outnumbered.
I'm kind of you. Undercover brother.
That actually levels everything out.
You
level
everything
23 minutes. That's for me. Anyways,
Can I grab another one?
No, Nick, you can't.
Fine, I'll stay sober.
I'll give
God
you another
damn it.
one.
Oh,
Can
thank
I get
you.
another one too?
No, fuck you.
Please? Please?
You're brown. It doesn't
Please?
matter. He's white.
I'm just glad that people are drinking.
I'm
not
white.
like the
I'm
last
catered
ones.
to. That's the privilege,
Damn
Joe.
it.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, sorry. Actually, you get the pick. Do you want this one?
Huh?
Yeah, let him have
What's,
that.
what's,
That's
what's-
his beer.
what else is in there?
There's Bud Light over there, and
What are those fancy beers?
there's not my father's root beer.
It's not
those
your
are
father's
fuck you
root
up.
There's
beer.
Great Lakes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
well,
those
dude,
are
you
like
drink
8%
those
though.
like it's like nothing.
There's Dos Equis.
I want to have one of those.
Those
Oh,
Yankees.
please, let me have the two X's.
All right, here you go.
Oh, and
Who
that's
wants-
the
who wants this
amber. Thank God.
Well, if you want it, you got it.
Here you go. And then don't forget to cut the little strippies for the
dolphins.
For the dolphins.
Do it for the dolphins and the ducks.
Hey, you want to play a mean joke on an alcoholic? Give him a beer without a bottle opener.
No.
We'll make him wear
As-
sweatpants and everything.
I don't know if you guys can hear that,
Thank you.
but Angelo
Oh,
just
that's awesome.
Angelo just undid his belt and then pulled out his dick.
No, we didn't.
Somehow he
I
is.
open bottles with my dick.
Yeah, somehow he just opened Nick's bottle.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh my
That's a
god, now
strong
he's got a
penis.
knife in there. Oh, look, a little compass. Oh, look, there's a game here.
What's all this white stuff?
It's a Swiss dick.
Swiss Army cock.
I'm sorry, did I just hear the name of the episode?
Swiss Army cock. Listen, speaking of which, about last episode that you posted, I thought we had a very clear understanding on what that episode's name was.
Oh, really?
And you fucked it up.
Oh, did I? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Right?
I gotta tell you something that I didn't do, cause I wish I would have fucking done, and Tom talked me out of it. He talked me out of it. I was like, ah, shit. So, for those listeners who have listened to the Phantom Shitter episode, there's a part where we talk about Carlos.
Wait,
we
about
talk
me?
about Carlos' very distant cousin Kim Jong Un.
Oh, fuck you.
Are you just making fun of his haircut?
It was a good episode. Have you heard it yet or no?
No, not yet.
Phantom
Oh,
Shitter.
God.
One of our better episodes.
I will definitely listen.
Hey, fuck me.
No.
God damn it.
Don't tell me this hasn't been recording.
No, it has been recording on the microphone for the laptop.
Nick was over here, and then when like Darren's here, he's over here, and then me and you get together. He's like, "Oh, fucking down, bro."
See, that looks so much better now.
That looks.
That looks.
You can't get Joe and I together.
This,
is fucking
by the way,
ridiculous.
The production value of this episode is down the shitter, and I'm so fucking sorry.
Oh, wow.
But it's gonna be better.
This production value is brought to you by PBS.
This is brought to you by Sling TV.
Is your podcast frozen? Figures.
Hey, you know what I was thinking of doing? You guys can shut this idea down. What if I get you bring your PC or something?
Yeah.
And I'll get maybe a $15 mic myself. Don't worry about it. But anyways,
use both?
and then we use both of them, and then that way we'll do 1, 2, 3 clap, and we start it at the same time, so the level shouldn't be off.
Are we gonna edit all that out?
That's fine.
All right. Well, that sounds like a good
Listen,
idea.
on this podcast, we let the viewers know what they're getting. 100%. So now you know, for the first maybe 30 minutes of this episode, we recorded on a laptop mic.
Yeah, we did.
And the second 30 minutes.
And I am
Which is
really
an
fucking
upgrade from
sorry.
the iPhone mic.
Oh yes, it is an upgrade from the iPhone
So,
mic.
question:
Yeah,
you have multiple USB ports in that laptop.
I don't know if
Two
it would work
USBs.
right. I mean, I would test it to see, but I don't know. That's why I was actually looking online when I was talking to them over there to see if I could do that.
Because what was that?
That was $50, but I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll probably cheap out on it, and buy us a cheaper one.
We could actually probably get a boom mic for not that expensive and just rig it above us.
If the listeners would like better production, we are about to open a Patreon. We could really use the money.
To the 5 people that really listen to the show,
The Faithful 5.
give me money.
Get 2 of your buddies. We'll become the Magnificent 7.
So, yeah, I think another one of those here and here would actually work just fine.
I don't see why not. We would test it out a lot and see.
You buy it with the fantasy football money.
Yeah, we could buy it with the fantasy football money. That's right.
spoken like a true gambler.
There you go.
Yeah. No, but I mean that's the whole point. So we would half see it up, you know. I think
I'm saying, I don't know if you have to put it into another laptop. You could just probably put it into yours and have dual.
You know what's funny is we could actually use that program Steve gave me.
These would all be questions to ask Steve.
Right.
I don't know anything about production or.
By the way, I'm having such a good time. My face is fucking warm as shit. Like I am like. This is good.
That's all the fucking
That's the
all that
rash.
fucking Kim Jong fire coming off your fucking head.
Oh my god. Okay, fuck off. Okay, so this would have been hilarious as shit, but I didn't do it because I'm a good friend. And Tom was like, "You shouldn't do it. He's gonna get mad at you."
Whoa! You did something because he would get mad. You didn't do it because he would get mad.
I was like,
that makes you a bad friend.
I know.
Yeah,
I would
I'm not gonna lie.
piss him off.
Then I'm gonna end up doing it now.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It's fine.
So this is what I did. I have already edited a Kim Jong Un picture and a picture of him from Facebook, and I was gonna edit it to have them together, and then I was gonna put on our podcast.
It better not be
Facebook.
that picture with me and Tom.
No, it was you. I'll tell you which one it is.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
It's not the one with Tom though.
There's a really bad picture of me and Tom.
No.
And I
No,
just
it was a picture with the haircut.
Yeah,
it
that's
wouldn't
fine.
make any sense. So I was gonna be like, okay, podcast listeners. So you get a chance to vote. Yes or no?
You do
Which one is Kim Jong? Which
Yes.
one's Carlo?
you do know that if you do this means war, motherfucker.
Hey, dude, we'll do like one of those things. We'll get like Kim Jong. We'll get Carlo. We'll get some
Jackie
other like
Chan.
fat fucking Asian guy. and it's like, hey, thumbs up, the happy emoji, and like the frowny emoji for fucking Carlo.
Fuck you guys.
But I was
you
gonna-
cocksuckers.
I was gonna do it because I wanted to fuck with it because I wanted to be like, which one of you fuckers did that? And then Tom told me you can see which one of us posted.
Yeah,
that.
you can.
So I was like, well, that just
Here's what we
ruins it.
should do.
Let's do it.
Here's what we should do.
Fuck it.
We're gonna get a Kim Jong Un mask, and then we're gonna get Carlo's glasses, and then what? Carlo, you gotta be in on this.
Yeah,
So,
sure, whatever.
Yeah, what
You
we'll
know
do
he has
is
glasses.
No.
Kim Jong Un.
I was gonna say, doesn't he wear glasses?
Yeah. So what we'll do is like at like 5 a.m, we're gonna have Carlo get out of bed, have somebody with a Kim Jong Un mask and the glasses just crawl into bed and sleep next to Ashley. And when she wakes up, see if she knows the difference.
If you guys,
If she screams, we were wrong. If she's like, "Good morning, baby," we were right. Dude, this is how we fucking test this theory.
Oh, okay.
listeners, if you would like to provide us with a Kim Jong Un mask, please send us an email or leave us a comment, and we will.
At the,
tell you what I said.
I'm actually working on an outro. Probably have Tom, or actually one of you guys. You all have really nice voices.
Oh, thank you.
With all of our details at the end of the podcast and in the middle, or at the beginning. So then that way, people can actually follow us. Because one of the people that listens to us, she's great, but she actually didn't even realize that she doesn't like us on Facebook. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't."
Yeah, you
I
guys
didn't-
are assholes on Facebook. You get it? She doesn't like us on Facebook.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a bad joke.
Yeah, it was a bad joke. I'm gonna
Leave
call
me
you out on it, bitch.
Leave me alone. Sorry.
That's what you get for drinking the Dos Equis.
You're drinking a Miller Lite.
Hey, you know what?
Huh.
Fuck you.
You know,
Culture.
you know the most interesting man on earth.
You know
drinks
what's
Dos Equis.
You know what's really funny is
Stay thirsty, my friends.
I didn't understand the name until I thought about it. It's like, oh, it's just 2X in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
like,
right.
I was like, what the fuck does Dos Equis mean? And I was like, oh, Dos Equis. 'Cause
Oh
I kept
my
saying it
God,
together.
Joe.
You know, I bet you they were trying to market it and they were trying to figure out a name. There were like a bunch of
Yeah.
people sitting down, and then the guy that cleans their toilets came up, and
Who's
he's
the guy
like,
who's a
yeah,
sponsor now?
yeah, he came
The
came
most
up.
interesting man in the world is actually just the janitor.
He was their janitor. He was like, he came up and he's like, huh, sir, why you had two Dos Equis right there? And they're like, right there, that's the name.
Look at that face.
Do you want $50, Jose? That's what.
Jose, that's what we're gonna go with.
I mean,
the guy's name is totally Felipe.
Felipe sounds nice.
You know, for the longest time,
Buenos días, Felipe. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah.
for the longest time, I had my phone call me Felipe for some reason. I don't know why. I was talking to Tom, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you can have your iPhone call you whatever." And I told Siri, I was like, "Siri, from now on, call me Felipe." And she's like, "From now on, I'll call you Felipe." And then I forgot about it. And the other day, I was talking to somebody at my old job, and I was like, "Oh, by the way, I got a new job. Yeah, woohoo!" Anyways, I was talking to somebody. I was like, "Yeah, you can do that." And I was like, "Hey Siri, what's my name?" And she's like, "Your name is Carlo, but you asked me to call you Felipe." And I'm like, "Oh, well, this is really awkward right now." I don't.
What's my name, Siri? What's my name? Felipe.
Say it again.
What's my name?
And then it has a different accent, so then we're like, oh, he's in Australia.
Oh yeah, that's right. Here, hold on. Give me something to ask it.
What's your name?
Make it call you Dick Stroke Maximus from now on.
Hey Siri, call me Dick Stroke Maximus from now on.
From now on, I'll call you Dick Stroke Maximus. Okay. Dick Stroke Maximus. I like that.
Siri's a dirty girl.
She's a dirty girl.
Siri, what's my name?
You're Carlo, but you asked me to call you Dick Stroke Maximus.
That is amazing.
It's even hotter because she's British.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's Australian, but whatever.
It's the same
Is it
thing.
Australian? You sure?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Positive.
supposed to be. Yeah,
I know the difference.
I like that Aussie accent.
I like that Aussie accent.
Can you ask her to call you Bloomin' Onion? From Outback Steakhouse?
Hey Siri, call me Bloomin' Onion.
You would like me to call you Bloomin' Onion?
Yes.
Bloomin' Onion. That's a nice name.
Okay, it is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's very
Bloomin'
Outback.
Onion.
Yeah, it is.
What else can we have it say in Alpacanese?
Alpacanese. Oh my god.
I was gonna make it say that your name is Shrimp on the Barbie.
Shrimp on the barbie.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
But let's actually get to the topic that I really wanted to kind of bring up.
Oh, yeah.
Because we actually have two opposing views, and it's not really an opposing view. I don't really go to enough concerts.
I don't care about concerts.
I love concerts.
But
It's not my scene.
But yeah, me neither. So Joe and I were talking. I prefer listening to crisp, nice audio, like not our podcast quality, but almost there, right?
Grunge is what we call it.
But anyways,
Atlantic Records ain't got nothing
so
on us.
I think it's funny that, and I understand why, because of course the artist guy has to get paid. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is, you can buy a song, which is weird to me. You can buy a song like I just bought Redbone by Childish Gambino for 69 cents, which is really weird. I think there's a sale or something. But
No, it's because he sucks that bad.
oh no. That song is
his name is Redbone.
no, the name of the song.
Oh, okay. Well, his name
you're
is
gonna put it
Childish
in.
Gambino. That's
Yeah.
Baby Ruth. You realize that?
What?
That's a pseudonym for Baby Ruth, the candy bar.
Really?
Gambino. Wait,
The great Gambino.
wait. I'm thinking of Bambino.
You're thinking of Babe Ruth, who is also the great Gambino.
He's a
who is
great
also
Bambino.
The
Gambino's
Colossus of clout.
yeah.
So it's actually
What
I'm
the
an
fuck?
idiot. Disregard
Nobody
everything I
can
said.
actually say the Colossus of Clout after I say it.
Colo-
None of you fuckers have seen Sandlot. Go fuck
I've
yourself.
seen Sam.
I quit.
I've seen Sandlot.
I've never seen Sandlot.
He's actually leaving.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I've never seen that movie. No.
Oh my god, you need to go fuck yourself with a sandpaper condom right now.
You're killing me,
This is
Smalls.
ridiculous.
I already
You're
do that.
killing me.
See, I don't know that. I don't. It's the
That's a quote from
the
Sandlot.
Chubby Kid, right? It says that.
Yes.
Yeah.
To the
Yeah,
kid with
that was,
the brim that's way too fucking
Guys,
big.
you want to have like a movie night? We watch this movie together.
Oh yeah. Yeah. and
No,
do a
you just need to-
commentary.
you just need to go-
Sandlot commentary
Yeah.
on the podcast.
I would
That would
very
be-
okay with that.
You
That'd be
know-
like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
It's funny that
Yeah.
it's funny that you
That's
say
a good
that
show.
because
I
It's an
like that.
awesome
Yeah.
show.
it's kind of starting to become a small tradition, but every like couple of months, Joe, myself, we included our friend James, which actually he's shown up to every single one of them, which is funny, but and he's left early every time. But James and now Tom, we do a day where like we literally spend and it doesn't have to be an entire day, but we spend a while watching kung fu movies.
I was there once.
He was there with the one that Tom was there.
Yeah, and James
Oh
was
yeah,
there too.
yeah. Okay,
We watched
so
the one with the Bob Hoskins. He was the bad guy. He was the guy that was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The old guy. He was the white.
Oh
the white
yeah.
British guy.
It's
and Jet Li.
Jet Li's the dog, the collar. I don't remember.
No.
The Unleashed.
Unleashed.
Yes,
That's it.
That's a great movie.
It is.
Awesome movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. So we watched Unleashed. We watched Enter the Dragon.
Yes.
first movie we
we
watched-
watched the one the bear or the tiger.
Oh, dude,
That wasn't a martial arts movie.
Yeah. So
No, but we
Tiger
watched.
Claw?
No, it was-
This
it's-
one was they were like in the woods and they were
Have
hunting
you
a tiger.
ever seen Tiger Claw?
no.
Oh, Bolo Young, Cynthia Rothrock. Oh, great movie. Just kidding. It's fucking terrible. But for the 80s, it was fucking amazing.
It's funny that you say that, and then we'll go back to the concert thing. But so I was reading this article that this porn company wants to edit. Yeah, they want to edit Star Wars to make Princess Leia naked and then just stream it.
I jerk off that.
Just that scene with her.
No,
and
no,
Jabba?
no. They want to just stream the whole movie and then have that movie as her naked. And it just got shut down in, I think, like a really federal court or something because of the fact that they don't
copyright laws.
Yeah, they don't have the
Lucasfilms.
legal rights to stream it.
So
The fuck, they're not
like,
gonna get that from
wait,
I don't
but-
even understand.
Are you? You're not jacking that from Disney. Sorry.
Yeah,
But
No.
Now, is it like new hotness or like old school Carrie Fisher? What is it?
no old school. Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah,
was
but they're not gonna be able to
super
do
hot,
it.
though.
They're gonna just.
It'd be CG
They're just gonna.
boobs.
Yeah, they're just gonna edit to CG boobs.
She has like 1978 titties. Like, that's not cool. Like,
No,
you
that
want,
was
like-
1982 by then.
82, whatever.
So
Like,
say
not bad.
I want 1999 titties or like 2007 titties.
nobody likes
Not-
saggy 80s tits.
Well, I can't say that.
No, I love them.
Yeah, but you know.
Really, Joe?
Joe gets
Oh,
down
yeah,
with the vintage
man.
porn.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, all
Joe
the
watches
time.
vintage
like-
porn.
I started from the 1900s and been working my way.
Oh! You watch
He's like,
a silent
shit.
film
Hell
porn?
yeah.
Porn titties.
Hell yeah! When they get an orgasm, it might be silent, but you know what to say.
Charlie Chaplin titties.
Oh.
There's a reason why they call them the clappers.
was
I've
chlamydia.
never heard the term clappers
Yeah,
referred
I've
to silent.
never
That's a
heard-
light
Isn't
fixture.
it the dance?
No.
No, you're talking about the
Flappers.
The flappers.
Flappers.
Hey, either way,
The
that's why
clappers.
That's why they call them the flappers, because of the
Like-
flaps.
The clappers were the women that had chlamydia.
Yeah,
Well, both.
you don't like that.
All right, so go on with your
Like, oh yeah, baby, give me that stank.
with your
Concert
live versus CD.
Yes, let's
I-
get
What do
down
you
to
think
that.
this is?
I just think quality-wise, I mean, I listen to music because I enjoy it. I sit there by myself, and I usually when it comes to different music, I take it all in, right? Because,
Like a big dick.
yeah, definitely.
Take it all.
Old music meant something.
Okay.
And there's some artists now that still do it. Other poppy shit like the new Taylor Swift song that's fucking garbage, and like it's all garbage. But older music and like some different artists, they actually like write their lyrics and they explain things. And I don't want to go to a concert because I have an understanding of the song. I have a view of that specific song, and when I go see them perform it live, and then go, yeah, you know the lyrics, and then everybody's singing, I'm like, well, I paid for you to sing this for me, not to hear these assholes.
Remember, we were talking about it in the car, and I was like, it'd be funny if you could somehow get everybody in the concert to like, you could communicate with everybody and let them know, hey, if this fucker says, now sing the song with me, as soon as he says that, you just say, I paid for this! You sing!
Okay, now wait. Are we debating what's better, CDs or live, or are we debating what is better money spent, CDs or live?
Both, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna come back to the fact that Carlo just was like the new Taylor Swift song. So obviously, Cocksucker knows the new Taylor Swift.
Well, no,
song.
we would
We're
just...
gonna come back to that.
Yeah,
but
we
go
will.
ahead.
That's fine.
Sissy, go.
Fuck you.
My personal opinion, I actually totally agree with you because I've said for a long time that music today is just a big pile of pig shit because nobody is writing genuine, heartfelt music anymore.
Adele. Adele.
Yeah, but Adele makes like an album every 6 years.
1 out of a billion. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but the fact is, like back in the day, artists would make music based on what they saw society to be, and so it would pump out a lot of good music, and it would create different generations of opinions based on the music. Today, all they're talking about is like, hey, like, okay, just for instance, go to, how was that fart?
Good.
Good. For instance, go like to country today, like way back, they would sing about like heartache and losing everything they wanted and loved and like having to struggle with the hardships of the world. Today they're just like, hey baby, you got a nice rack and a low-cut t-shirt and Daisy Dukes, hop up in my truck, give me a blowjob, we'll go drink too much beer, go to a honky-tonk, and then when we come back, we'll invite all of our friends back to my mom's house and we'll have a party until the break of dawn. And that's all they sing about.
You just described a bunch of country songs. But do you know what happens if you play a country song backwards, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get... you get your dog, you get your kids, and you get your wife back.
So... That's awesome. So, I can agree with you on that point, and I think that is the difference between we're talking about new music and old music. It is no longer the conversation of what you're paying for versus live or CD or anything.
That's the main topic.
If you're going to talk about new versus old, like I had to have Carlo sit down and learn some shit. Do you remember this day?
Oh, Wu-Tang.
At the school.
Yeah?
Yeah, because for me, right, growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, right? So, I'm an old fuck. But,
It's okay.
Yeah. So,
You lived the best time.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. But
Way better than us.
when I was listening to rap music at that time, or even when I was listening to punk, or I was listening to grunge, or I was listening to, fucking R&B. Like, you were saying earlier that is on the shittily, recorded laptop podcast, the R&B music, like the 90s R&B. Like, bro, that's a panty dropper.
That's baby making music.
You are fucking something. Might not
Boys
be what
to
you want
men.
to fuck, but you are fucking something.
But if that music
After
is
you do
playing,
that.
you don't care if
But-
you're fucking that thing you don't want to fuck.
Like, once you have, like, with, like, my biggest thing is, like, he had me try and listen to Childish Gambino. The name, automatically, I was like, go fuck yourself, can't do it. But I walked in like, all right, let's see if this guy is a good rapper, is he a good lyricist, if I can actually understand what you're saying and not that fucking, like, Lil Jon, bullshit. Like, fuck you.
And even today, Lil Jon
But-
is better than everybody else.
But, yeah, so, like, if you listen to Biggie, Tupac, Wu-Tang, right?
Dre.
Arguably, the biggest names in the 90s for hip-hop, right? Mm-hmm. When they actually rapped, they were rapping, like, Wu-Tang sticks out in my mind about the struggle of an adolescent black male growing up in Harlem, growing up in the Bronx, growing up in fucking, in Coney Island, growing up in the fucking shittiest parts of New York,
Brooklyn,
and
Bronx.
it was nothing but, listen, this is what I had to do. This was the repercussions of it. Here's my advice to you, and this is what we went through. Now, and even 2000s, like I mostly blame Southern rap for it, but even a little bit of like the newer, kind of towards the 2000s Jay-Z, where it was nothing but fucking partying, money, yada yada. It was all bullshit. Like Biggie's last album was kind of like that. His first album was legit as fuck. Juicy was nothing. He started off, I lived downstairs where I used to fucking sell drugs to feed my daughter. Like, that was how he fucking started the song. And that was real shit. Mm-hmm. He actually was a lyricist that was actually to poetically put these words to music and make you want to fucking listen to it every fucking day of your life. Versus, I can't even tell you the last time I have liked a fucking rap song. Fuck them. It's the same thing with country. You know, Keith Urban, you're fucking Australian. Go.
Wait,
Get
what?
out of here, cocksucker.
I don't listen to his music. Are you telling me this motherfucker's Australian?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
He
Keith
sings
Urban
country.
is Australian.
What?
Like, bro, you're not from Tennessee. You're from the fucking down under. You should be talking about fucking kangaroos and putting the shrimp on the Barbie. Here you're sitting about your fucking wife left you where? For the outback? The Aboriginal got a bigger dick than you do. Guess what? It don't matter. You can't have a fucking goddamn country star that's Australian. This is bullshit. That is American.
I don't even listen to this motherfucker, and my life has just been changed.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
People listen to him.
You're gonna go home tonight and the fucking up is down, left is right. You don't know what the fuck is going on because you got a fucking Australian speaking about fucking country shit.
And just to back Gambino, because he is one of my favorite artists around.
Turd.
Whatever.
You didn't like the songs then?
Yeah, dude, and I don't know
What
if
did you
I
make
if I
him- what'd you
I
make
don't
him
remember
listen
to tell the truth, but Gambino is a lyricist. All of the shit that he does, he puts into his songs. He puts his life into it. At least his first album, because he's got some different ones, and the second one was very poppy.
We talk about it. Childish Gambino, like, he started out rap, but he changed a lot of, like, even this new album isn't rap at all.
Yeah, it's not. It's
It's
very
just soulful music.
Yeah, it's very blues and,
Like,
and
is he like Drake?
No,
no, not at all. You
That guy
can't-
sucks.
Yeah, he is. But yeah,
Well, what is your definition of blues?
no, not blues. Sorry,
very soulful. Like, think about, like.
At the end, I'll have you guys listen to
Does it?
one of his,
All right.
because I'm gonna put it at the end for the song.
Okay, but does it hit you in the feels?
With this new song, no.
There you go.
That's
with
the
with his
problem.
new music, with his old albums, yes. That can definitely tell you the last song on his Camp album hit me right in the feels.
But even like, all right, so not to bash on, you know, new music versus old music versus new artists versus old artists, like even Metallica, right? If you listen to One by Metallica, you go, holy fuck, like that's some shit, right?
That's the difference.
But that
because-
was on Injustice for All. You go and listen to Reload, go fuck yourself. That was like the fucking worst album of fucking, like,
Right.
besides Justin Bieber. Like,
only good song
like-
on Reload was Fuel, and that's
But
just
even
to
that was
drive
like,
really
it was just,
fast.
The only thing that was cool about that was that fucking little, wasn't that the one with the little old lady?
No,
No, that was
that
something
was
else.
Guns N' Roses.
No, the little old lady.
The other-
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
The little old lady, she was creepy as fuck. She made you want to stop watching the music videos back in the day when you watched music videos. But
That doesn't exist.
there's I don't know, like there's just a lineage of you can trace a lineage between, oh, you were pretty fucking cool, you had some shit to say, and then you got a lot of money and you lost all that shit to say.
Right.
So,
No, I definitely agree with you on that.
I think that's why some rappers, like, they don't even, like, buy. Like, I think Redman. Like, because I know, like,
Redman is like
have you
sad.
ever seen Redman's, like, his MTV
Crips. Yeah.
Oh, it's
He was in
sad.
New Jersey.
It's so sad.
Yeah, I think he was
It's
living
a
in
duplex.
Livingston, New Jersey.
It's like a duplex.
Yeah.
Like, yo, come check out my crib. It's like, okay, MTV, why did you do that to him? Why did you
He wanted
expose
it that way. You know he wanted it that way.
But that was good.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That's where that motherfucker actually lived.
That's
With,
true. You're right. He
you
was
know,
real.
He
was
however
real.
however much money he had, he didn't have much because he spent it all, fucking moron. But that's where he fucking lived. He had a fucking screen door that just barely shut, and it was all fucking tore up.
I remember
that
that
was
episode.
legit.
I was shocked when they showed that. I was like, what the f-?
But he
Remember,
was proud of that shit, man. He
It's
was
like,
"Hey, come
your
around."
house is... You didn't even vacuum. Like,
remember
what?
Master P. Master P had everything that was like gold plated and shit. And Redman's like, so here's my refrigerator. I got some old Chinese food, fucking a thing of mayonnaise, and that's about it. Welcome MTV Cribs.
That's so good.
I know. I agree with you on a lot of what you said. I think that. Okay, first of all, let me go back to the reason I know the whole Taylor Swift thing is because I was sitting there. I picked up Joe today. I was sitting there, and the song came on the radio, and I'm like, "What is this?" And Joe comes in, and I was like, "Dude, this is Taylor Swift." That's their new song, apparently. And we were talking about it. And that's actually how all this entire topic got brought on. Her music is garbage now. It's legitimately garbage. There is a moment in the song, as we're listening to it, where she goes... she, like, answers the phone, and she's like, sorry, Taylor can't come to the phone now. Old Taylor's dead. And I'm like, oh,
So
this is weird. Okay.
But she got famous because of Old Taylor.
Right.
So, in the way I look at it is now is a relative term, meaning that she wasn't trash before.
I think some of her music was alright. Yeah.
I think she was pretty fucking shit.
I mean, I'm thinking high school times, which a lot of her,
When you were in high school or when she was in high school?
when I was, well, I mean,
Same thing.
we were in high school around the same time.
Alright, I quit. Oh, fuck.
I was telling you that I remember when we were in the car because it's funny. Like if you guys like notice, like the trend that's going on with like singers is they have this trend where like the first album to today's standards they're good, right? And then like as the years go on, what happens is they fall off. There's a hiatus, and there's that time where they like start dating people they shouldn't. They start making life decisions they shouldn't, and then out of nowhere they reinvent themselves. You know, quotations. And then, like, their music is just, like, weird as shit, makes no sense, and it's like, you totally...
So you're just talking about music, period.
Just nowadays, because that didn't used to happen.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, tell me.
Everybody was like that. Like, every band I can ever think of, their first album was gold. Mm-hmm. That's how they made it. And then they start getting rich, they start getting weird.
Perfect example, Bruno Mars.
Or the Beatles.
Yeah, I get you now.
Like, think about it. They had like that was just my example, but
see, they're not all that
had,
way. Like
Love Me
that
Do and like Hard Day's Night and She Loves You, and then all of a sudden they're like, let's do the White Album, and they just like throw in a bunch of like weird fucking sounds.
Can I just say something? What is the deal? What is the deal with the Beatles? Why do people love them so much?
I like a lot of their songs.
Like they have good music, but I feel like it's this kind of like large consensus.
I think
to the point where it's like, oh my god, they're just the best band.
I think
it's like
what happened
not the best band.
First of all,
music.
A lot of it was word of mouth. I think because of the fact that there wasn't any internet, right? So the Beatles were a huge hit in a spot, and then they were huge. Word spread, and then they were a huge hit. They're like, oh, these people are supposed to be really good, and then you got your expectations that get higher, and people listen. But I mean, I'm not gonna disagree. I like the Beatles.
No, I'm not saying they're bad.
And also, you have to think about the fact that now these days, people like the Beatles to say they like the Beatles.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of people.
And they're also kids raised by the parents who love the Beatles. Yeah. And when you're a child who's told, hey, this is what I like, you should enjoy it as well. You have to think about it that way. Because people are growing up with the idea that they're supposed to like this thing.
Because I was thinking about it, and I literally was like, you know what? If I could name a better band, for me personally, that's around that time, kind of fits the same criteria, I would say, I'd much rather say Queen is better than them.
Oh,
Queen is way better.
Queen was like 15 years later, though, the Beatles.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah, but Queen was so much later.
But in terms of like what they've done, their music in general, and if we're saying how good they are, I would say Queen is far better, the better band.
I would say strictly based off of musicality, the ability to play your instruments, and vocal ability.
Oh,
it damn near gets no better than fucking Freddie Mercury.
Vocal ability is unmatched to Freddie Mercury.
Oh, yeah.
But, exactly. So, I mean, yeah. I was never a Beatles fan, though. Like, I don't know. I just, like...
We were talking about the fact that when you went to the bathroom, we were talking about the fact that I think also the Beatles are also very popular now because kids were raised, of course, to either they were raised to like the Beatles or they're just saying that they like the Beatles. Which is a big
popular,
thing. To be
guess.
popular. Or to be edgy or to be whatever.
That's not
also,
edgy.
speaking of edgy...
Dude, I'm a hard ass. I listen to the Beatles.
Yeah.
I'll probably talk about it on the next podcast, but the new Death Note movie, fuck you Netflix for ruining something that I really enjoyed in high school.
We could talk about that, yeah. I got shit to say about that kind of stuff.
I haven't watched it yet, so you guys are going to have to give me the lowdown.
It's garbage.
But
I haven't watched it either.
You don't have to. It's okay.
Okay, I won't.
I mean, I think there is a level of like what you grew up with nostalgia, right? Because I like some bands that were not very good, right? Like
We all do.
like take Skid Row, right? I love Skid Row. They weren't the best band ever. Sebastian Bach had a fucking phenomenal voice, but they weren't the best band ever. But I love those motherfuckers. So it's one of those things that, yeah, I think nostalgic does have a part to play in it. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah,
Definitely.
I think it does.
But I like the older music is definitely it's more impactful than a lot of the newer music is. Like, I don't know, what was that? There was a song from the 50s or 60s, and I can't remember right now who wrote it or sang it, but it was called Run Around Sue.
Dion.
Yeah.
Sang
Okay. So, Run Around Sue was a phenomenal song. Like, I remember being in my
That was
grandmother's
a great
car,
song.
It's still a great
rocking out to that. Like, it was a phenomenal fucking song. And you knew exactly what the fuck was going on in the song. It was tasteful. It was all the shit. And not that, I like some grimy fucking dirty music.
But today, if he sang that, he would say Run Around Sue was a dirty fucking slut that slept with all my fucking friends. So
they couldn't drive. They couldn't drive the point across as well
No.
as they did then.
You know,
Right,
you know what's really funny that you mentioned like older music and the way that it's like the way it's sung to opposed to now. There's I was reading a news like a newspaper. It was called The Scene. I was waiting like for my I was just waiting around. I was reading it, and there's this article about this guy. This is maybe like 2 years ago. This black singer who like I forget what the fuck his name was, but what he does is he takes like old music where you have like that kind of like
Doo-wop.
not the
Yes.
doo-wop, but like you know how like it's the double entendre, like I'm singing and I'm saying something, but I'm not saying like I'm fucking this bitch or I want to stick my penis in her, right?
Yeah.
So
And
Bo
he would
Burnham.
he would literally sing. He would re-sing a song. He would work the lyrics so it actually said what it was supposed to say.
Nice.
well, that's.
I was like, what?
I mean, it'd be funny if he was doing it for comedy, but if he,
He
was
was.
actually doing it for like
No.
the sole purpose of like, no man, this is what they mean. Let's do this.
No,
It's
Nick.
like, no, it's just
This was
gross.
totally not this is totally comedy. He dressed and looked like Rick James in the 80s.
That's funny.
Like with like a silver sequence like outfit, like long ass dreads, and then he had like two like questionable white women like dangled on him.
Is that Dave Chappelle?
No, it wasn't Dave Chappelle. It was an older gentleman. I was like, this guy knows what the fuck he's doing with his life. Like,
That's funny. That's funny.
oh my god.
Basically, but we need to hone back in what we originally like. Is it concerts versus
Oh, yeah,
CDs?
we
Yeah.
tangents.
Yeah.
What is a better platform of music? And what is more worth the money? Would you rather pay $50 for a ticket to your favorite artist to see in concert, or would you rather pay $20 for their CD at Walmart?
I can fucking hands down tell you that right now, but I'm gonna let you go first. 'Cause, no. You have the. I'm a debater second.
Okay. You're a debater. Okay, I'm a debater.
I can slap it on you, but I like
Okay.
to go second.
I think
I'll go through.
I think in terms of my thing is I don't like live because I am not a big crowd person. I do not like being in big crowds. That's just me. I've never been to a concert, and I know I've seen videos. I'm like, I would not be able to stand sitting next to someone that I do not know, like a specific feet away from an artist, listening to them at the same time listening to someone right next to me sing the songs that I'm trying to hear them sing. Like, bitch,
Right.
shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And like,
I'm here to listen to them.
yeah, like I would literally be like, hey, I want to listen to him, not you, dick face.
And shut it.
And then so like for me personally, if I had to choose to buy one, I would buy the one that's less expensive that I know I would be more comfortable listening to. However, I will say that if we're talking in terms of like live, would you guys call acoustics live? Like if I'm listening to something that I know for a fact they're doing it basically live, like there isn't anybody like sound
Like
like,
those intimate concerts?
yeah, like acoustic stuff.
yeah.
Are you talking about like acoustic CD?
No, Just
like live, like a little room where there's like
Yeah.
an intimate
100
setting.
people.
Yeah, I can do like that, or in fact, just like if it's just like have you guys have Spotify? Like where they have like the acoustic CDs.
Yeah.
So it's like a smaller
Yeah.
gathering, and you hear them live.
Yeah.
I usually actually enjoy a lot of the acoustic stuff.
I like that stuff.
It's nice. It's
Yeah,
Because
it
like
is.
for example, if you guys like Sia, if you listen to her CDs compared to her just singing, way better when she's not in studio. She's a way better singer when she's just
she's
singing.
fucking magnificent.
And so
I don't know who that is.
Sia? Oh.
Sia, she's the one who sings
The one with the black hair and the white hair.
yeah
She's an
the
artist. that-
Chandelier song.
Nope.
Well, the thing about
That's fine.
Sia, she's got a kind of a gimmick.
Yeah.
What she does is whenever she's out in public,
She hides her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't. She says she doesn't like to be.
She doesn't like the popularity because she
Yeah.
used to have like before now she used to put out CDs and she got depressed. She's like, I just don't like people knowing who I am.
I don't get that.
I would rather
She
just
also she wrote
put out my music.
she
That's
wrote,
Madonna.
You think so?
That's Madonna.
Did Madonna do that song?
With a wig over her head.
She used to. She also used to write a bunch of songs for like different artists, like Lady Gaga
Yeah.
and a bunch of
Rihanna.
Yeah. And the thing
She's-
is,
yeah.
these are
Oh, really?
popular songs. And
So
then
she's the songwriter that finally decided to come out.
Yes.
Kind of like
Yeah.
what's that lady's name?
Give me a song I could probably
Carole
tell you.
King.
Carole King.
She wrote for like 25 years and then decided like I'm gonna make my own
I
album.
could do this better.
Yeah, and she did.
But
So,
I
same thing.
Yeah, but like to finish what I'm saying, like I would say CD is for me, but I have like I've laid out, I have my specific reasons, but I like it when it's live also because it's just more natural. It's obviously just more natural, so you could tell, motherfucker, are you a good just all around artist,
Or are you an auto-tune
or
type?
are you just bullshit
So,
who has a cute face or a sexy?
what are
face,
your
whatever
final thoughts? Because we're coming up on an hour.
Like my final thought is
Let
like
it
I
go a
said,
little bit
CD,
longer.
CD.
CD. Oh, you go ahead.
Oh no, I have to go live.
Live.
Right. So okay.
Tell us why though.
Recently, I went to a concert, and it was phenomenal. Right. So I went and saw Bouncing Souls,
Ooh.
Rancid,
Ooh.
and Dropkick Murphys.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, Dropkick Murphys is one of my all-time favorite fucking bands, right?
So good.
Rancid, phenomenal. And then Bouncing Souls, I listened to them a lot. They were good, right? But, so I get there, and the funniest thing was, like, all right, so this is bands that I listened to in high school, in, you know, the Navy, in college, like, basically my adolescent and adult life. And this was like what I revolved my fucking life around.
Right.
Was, you know, oh, this song, that song. Oh, fuck, that brings back memories. Like fucking, you know, Rancid. I threw shit in Jerry's pool to this. Like, this is awesome. Like, so it's one of those things. Like, it brings back memories. So, yeah, I can get that from a CD. That's all good. Every time I hear it on fucking, you know, Pandora, Spotify, CD, whatever, I get that same effect. But when I was there, right, it was a phenomenal concert. Bouncing Souls came on, and it was like, I remember Bouncing Souls circa, you know, 2005. That was, you know, these fucking young dudes just fucking jamming it out, getting crazy. And then these guys come out, and I'm like, oh, fuck, you look like me. Like, you guys are going fucking bald. I could tell you got kids because you got a fucking, you know, like Cheetos on your fucking, like, shirt down here. Like, your daughter's, like, I loved it. So, like, seeing them in the, in that environment, like, to where they were playing, and it was all live, I was fucking jamming out their songs, right? I couldn't hear everything perfectly, right? No, that's fine, because there was distortion, there was fucking drunk chicks in my ear. That was ridiculous. But it was amazing. Like, the environment of it was amazing. Not to mention, when Rancid came on, they did Ruby Soho. The crowd lost their fucking minds. The mosh pit, phenomenal. Couldn't get in it because of my fucking neck. I was so sad about that. But the mosh pit was phenomenal. The songs were phenomenal. You're hearing songs from 1994.
You know what I mean? That are just like, it's almost nostalgia. Like, you're like, all right, this brings me back, and I never thought I was going to see this live. But
Right.
here I am watching fucking Rancid live. Like, 20 years later, here these motherfuckers are. You know what I mean? And then the Dropkick Murphys. So you're sitting there, you're listening to Dropkick Murphys, you're having the best time of your fucking life, and then you watch all these people getting up on stage, and then you run up. And then you get on stage with Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah.
You're not doing that with
God.
a fucking CD. Bro, the song that they sang at the end, that was...
Kiss
on
me, I'm
the-
shit-faced?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
It was a song that I've never heard before, right? Like, I haven't heard every Dropkick Murphy song. I've heard most of them. But this one, I didn't know. But I was having a great fucking time. I was on stage with the Dropkick Murphys.
Right.
Like, these guys were fucking going back and forth, and I'm just like, holy shit! I was having the best time of my life, and I will remember that forever.
That's
And
awesome.
So,
Go
for
ahead.
the experiences, I would definitely understand where you're coming from. For the quality, I think I'd still prefer ZD. But go ahead.
But the quality, I mean, all right, so if it's whatever band you like, you know the fucking song, you know the quality is as perfect as it should be in the studio, right? I want to hear what you motherfuckers sound like when you're actually playing.
Right.
And see what they look like when they're singing and playing.
Exactly. Like, all right, are you singing it absolutely perfectly because you've had 17 bottles of water and people are putting fucking towels over your neck? Or are you singing this phenomenally while you're running around on stage and fucking stage diving
Chugging
and
beer
having
in
dudes
between
fucking,
songs.
you know, like throw fucking beers at you and you're fucking colliding into other people? Like, that, to me, is the mark of a great showman.
Yeah.
That's good showmanship, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you can have somebody collide into you and you don't miss a fucking beat, and you're still singing this as fucking perfectly as you ever did, or if not better, you know, because you're making your artistic changes and you're doing little shit to let everybody know that it's not fucking recorded. No, I'll take fucking live all day long.
All right.
I want CD for the quality when I'm driving in my car, but if I could miniaturize those fucking motherfuckers and put them on my dashboard, goddamn right, I would. I want them fucking live.
So final thoughts for Angelo, you would say.
Oh, definitely live. So,
Live.
one last point, right? There was a band called REO Speedwagon,
Yeah.
right? They did, can't remember the song right now, but they did it. CD was good. The actual live thing that they did, and it was in front of like a studio audience, the live version that they put out 25 years later was actually fucking better than what was on the CD. So, yeah, no, live. All day
Live.
long.
Like I mentioned, for me specifically, I want to say, I had a bad experience this last time. We went to
Mariachi.
a country concert at Blossom, and I hate big crowds. I hate sitting on the lawn.
What was this?
What's the guy's name? I'm gonna have to look it up, and I'll tell you in a minute. But
You want to say your thing then, Nick?
Yeah, go ahead,
Your final
go ahead.
thoughts?
Yeah. I think that it depends. Mostly because I want to buy the CD to hear the songs. I want to go to a concert to see the artist. It's a show. I love live shows. I love live theater. You do too.
Yeah.
All of us love live theater. Would you... Yeah. Basically, like, I go there to hear the screaming crowds and seeing the artist actually moving and dancing and screaming and the spit flying everywhere and the beer spilling, like, and the show that they put on. I mean, every concert has different things that they do. It's not just a guy standing like on a stage with bright white lights on him the whole time. There's light shows, there's pyrotechnics, there's like giant blow up things, everything that goes with the music. And you can't get that on a CD. You can get it on a DVD of the concert, but at the same time, it's still not the same because you'd so much rather be there.
By the way, it was Chris Stapleton.
Oh, that'd be a good show.
It was fucking great, dude. There, no lie, there was a moment where this fucking guy did a 5-minute guitar solo, and it was fucking awesome. Like, I've never actually.
He's incredible.
He's really good, and a lot of his music is older.
It's old school.
It's old
country.
school soul. All of his songs come back to one thing: weed, whiskey, and women.
I love that guy.
Yeah, yeah, legitimately, dude. Like, I didn't realize, but like people were singing along, and I'll talk more about my experience next episode. So let's keep listening, guys, to it. But Nick, tell me your final thought.
No, here
my final thoughts is I go both ways. I buy CDs to listen to the song, hear what they have to say. I go to the concert to see them perform that song. That's what I like. And it's expensive to go to a concert, but I would never go to a concert just to listen to the music. I want to go for the experience and the atmosphere. I don't want to go just for the music. I go to see them play their music because when you listen to the CD, you build the respect for the artist. So you go to the concert to pay your respects to the artist.
Respect,
You go there because that's actually where they make their money. The record companies make the money on the CD sales. The artist makes the money on the concert. So I want to give them my respects by going to see them in concert.
And with that, I really quickly want to ask you guys, Mayweather or...
No, let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about that next
We
episode.
will. This is going to be recorded.
Okay.
Because the fight hasn't happened yet. Yeah. The magic of being really late and recording an episode in the week of a fight.
Yeah.
Mayweather or McGregor?
Go.
Nick.
Mayweather, all the way.
It's going to be... I'm going to give you the full prediction. It's going to be Mayweather. If you bought the pay-per-view, you're going to be disappointed that McGregor doesn't knock him out or do anything to him, and he's going to win by a decision.
Go.
Oh, it's rigged. So I think Mayweather's going to win, but I really want McGregor to win. Go.
It is not rigged.
Fuck
So,
it, dude. Boxing
here's
is,
why.
Boxing is rigged.
No. Here's why it's not rigged.
Boxing is so
You have an MMA fighter walking into a boxing ring to fight a boxer. Right? Mm-hmm. A defensive boxer. He has never been known at all to be an aggressive fighter, not a knockout artist. He is a fucking turd that is going to literally cover up, defend himself, throw some fucking jabs, win the decision, and he's going to win the decision in 12 rounds.
Yep. This is a summary of what we're going to talk about next episode, so don't go too deep into it, so our audience will listen to the following week, because we are going to talk more about those fights, and I definitely want to hear your perspective of it. So give him a little taste, but don't,
give him just a tip.
Just the tip.
Just a tip. Just a tip, Angelo.
Just the tip. Mayweather by decision because he knows nothing else.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah. And with that, I do want to say thank you very much for joining the Designated Drinkers podcast. Please follow us on Facebook at the Designated Drinkers. Please follow us on Twitter at the Designated D. Maybe we'll make a Snapchat. I don't fucking know. But please do. Hey, if you like us, tell us about it. Yeah. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. And that's going to be at thedesignateddrinkers.podbean.com. Thank you very much. My name is Carlo.
I'm Nick.
I'm Joe.
Angelo.
Thank you for joining us. We're the Designated Drinkers. Keep on drinking.